By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build a personal finance tracker in Notion using linked databases so you can finally get a clear picture of where your money is going. Notion is an incredibly flexible tool, but a lot of people get tripped up when they try to move beyond simple lists and start connecting data together. If you find this helpful, please like and subscribe, and let's get started. We're going to build this from the ground up, starting with the core of your entire tracker, the transaction database. This is where every single dollar that comes in or goes out will be logged, and it's the heartbeat of your system. To create it, open a blank page in your Notion workspace and type a / to bring up the command menu. Then type Table View and select the option that creates a new database. Name this database Transactions. Now, you'll see a standard table with just a title column. But we need to add several more properties to make it useful. Click the plus sign to add a new column, choose the date property, and name it a date. This will store the exact day each transaction happened, which is critical for running monthly or weekly reports later. Next, add a select property called Type, and inside that column, create two options: Income and Expense. This is probably the most important distinction you'll make, because it allows Notion to automatically sum up your earnings versus your spending. After that, add a number property called Amount, and click the little gear icon on that column to set your preferred currency format, whether that's USD, PHP, Euros, or anything else. This ensures the numbers display nicely with the correct symbol. Then add another select property called Category, and fill it with options like food, rent, utilities, entertainment, and salary. Categories let you drill down into your spending habits at a glance. Here's a best practice tip. Instead of cluttering your main view with every single transaction you've ever made, create a filtered view that only shows the last 10 entries. Click the Add a View button next to the database name it Recent Transactions, and set a filter so it only shows entries where the date is within the last week or the last 10 items. This keeps your dashboard clean and scannable, while you can always go back to the full All Transactions view to review your complete history. Now, let's move to the second database, which is the Accounts database. This is what gives you real-time visibility into your available cash and how your balances shift as you log transactions. Create another new page, or you can create it inline on the same workspace, and again use the / command to create a table view. Name this database Accounts. Think of this as a list of every place you keep money: a checking account, a credit card, a cash wallet, or even a savings account. For each account, you'll create a new row. Under the default title column, name your first account something clear like Chase Checking or Main Wallet. Then add a number property called Starting Balance. This is the baseline amount you had in that account on day one. Maybe you have $2,000 in checking or $50 in cash. Be honest here, because this number is the seed from which everything grows. Now, here's where the magic happens. Add a relation property and name it Transactions. When you click into that property, you'll be prompted to connect it to an existing database. Choose the Transactions database you built earlier. This relation is the invisible string that links your accounts to their corresponding entries. Once that link is set, every time you log an expense or an income, you can tag which account it came from or went into. So if you buy groceries from your checking account, you simply open the transaction, click the Transaction Relation field, and select Chase Checking. Over time, this lets you do something incredibly powerful. You can create a formula property in your Accounts database that automatically calculates your current balance by taking the starting balance, then adding all related income amounts, and subtracting all related expense amounts. This means your account balances update passively without you ever having to manually adjust them. Let's get into some expert-level setup to make the relation really sing. In your Accounts database, add a rollup property. Rollups let you pull summary data from the linked transactions. For example, create a rollup called Total Income. Set it to pull from the transactions relation, then choose the amount column and set the calculation to sum. Do the same for total expenses. Now, create a formula property called current balance and write a simple formula that takes your starting balance, adds your total income, and subtracts your total expenses. Immediately, you'll see the number populate. This is what separates a basic tracker from a fully automated financial dashboard. A common pitfall I see beginners run into is forgetting to tag the account on every transaction. If you skip that step, the relation is empty and your roll-up won't update. A quick habit to build is to always fill in the account field the moment you log an amount, just like you'd check your receipt for the payment method. Also, consider adding a date property to your accounts database as well, so you can track when you reconciled your starting balance, especially if you're importing historical data. This way, if you ever see a discrepancy, you know exactly where to look. Now that both databases are set up and linked, take a moment to test the system. Log a test transaction. Type coffee, set the date to today, choose expense as the type, enter an amount like 4/5, pick the food category, and in the account relation, select your checking account. Then go look at your accounts database. The current balance should have dropped from your starting balance by 450 automatically. That confirmation is incredibly satisfying and tells you everything is wired correctly. From here, you can build any number of views, a monthly summary filtered by date range, a pie chart grouped by category using Notion's chart view, or even a calendar view to see your spending over time. The beauty of this linked system is that you only ever enter a transaction once, and it ripples across your entire workspace. Let's quickly recap what you've just accomplished. You created a transactions database to log every income and expense, and you built an accounts database that uses relation and roll-up properties to automatically track your balances across different wallets and accounts. This isn't just a clean spreadsheet, it's a living, breathing financial monitor that updates itself. As a next step, I'd encourage you to add a template button for common transaction types like a recurring monthly rent payment, so you can log it in one click. Another powerful move is to create a dashboard page that pulls in a summary view from both databases, giving you a bird's eye view of your net worth. If you ever get stuck or need to revisit any step, bookmark this video or save it to a playlist. It's your reference guide. Thanks for sticking with me through the entire build, and I'll see you in the next one.